I never thought hiring a handyman would spiral into one of the most unnerving nights of my life. My wife had been out of the country for a week on a short business trip, leaving me alone in a house that suddenly felt too large, too hollow. The silence wasn't peaceful. It pressed in, heavy and expectant, as if waiting for something to shatter it. It began harmlessly enough. A dripping faucet in the kitchen, a loose doorknob that had been annoying me for weeks. I found a handyman online, a young guy named Marco. His profile showed good reviews and a friendly smile. He arrived right on schedule, toolbox in hand, polite and efficient. At first, everything felt normal. The faucet was fixed, the door adjusted, and the little repairs brought a sense of order back to the house. I didn't immediately notice the faint tension in him, the way his hand shook slightly or how his eyes kept flicking toward the windows as though expecting someone to appear. I brushed it off, assuming I was reading too much into it, maybe projecting my own unease at being alone. Then, right around dinner, my phone rang. Marco's name flashed on the screen. His voice came out high-pitched and shaky, laced with panic that hadn't been there before. "Sir, I can't stay. I need to leave," he stammered. "Something's wrong. I don't know what to do." I froze mid-bite, spoon halfway to my mouth, scanning the dim room. A dozen thoughts collided. Was there something wrong with the house? Had he seen something? Someone? I forced my tone steady, trying to anchor both of us. "Marco, take a breath," I said slowly. "Tell me what's happening, one step at a time." Silence. A long, suffocating pause. Then his voice came back, broken and trembling, like words caught in a storm. "It's the basement," he whispered. "The door. I shouldn't have opened it. I have to go now." My stomach dropped. The repairs had been simple, safe, a faucet, a doorknob. The basement hadn't even crossed my mind. But suddenly, it felt like the house no longer belonged entirely to me. I set my fork down, the clatter echoing through the emptiness. Marco's words still rang in my head, sharp and dissonant. I tried to steady my breathing. Every instinct told me to grab a flashlight and rush downstairs, but reason held me back. There was logic in waiting, in listening first. I called him back. My tone was firm, controlled. "Marco, listen carefully. Don't move. Just tell me what you saw." Another pause, longer this time. Then, in a low, terrified whisper, "Sir, I think someone else is in the house." I heard footsteps, slow ones. I didn't go down, I couldn't. My pulse quickened, but my focus sharpened. Panic wouldn't help. I instructed him to leave, carefully and quietly, avoiding corners, avoiding confrontation. He hesitated, said the back door might be blocked, that he'd seen shadows moving too quickly to understand. Still, I guided him step by step. "Go. Don't look back. Just get outside." The line went quiet, except for hurried movement, the sound of someone escaping. I exhaled for the first time in what felt like hours, but the relief didn't last. Something, or someone, had been in the house. The basement door sat just visible under the kitchen light, half swallowed by darkness. I could feel its presence, the weight of something disturbed. All week I'd worried about work, bills, and lonely evenings, and now the real danger was beneath my feet. I grabbed a flashlight, checked its beam, strong and steady. My heartbeat matched its rhythm, not frantic but precise. I mapped out my next steps. Check the basement. Secure the house. Call for help if necessary. Each movement was deliberate. The stairs creaked softly as I descended, every sound amplified in the tense quiet. The basement door hung slightly ajar. Shadows shifted just beyond the frame, too fluid, too alive. The house felt unfamiliar now, like something unseen had claimed it. Still, I reminded myself, control before panic. Always, at the top of the stairs, I aimed the flashlight downward. Its narrow beam cut through the dark. The air smelled faintly of damp wood, and something else, something I couldn't name. My thoughts raced, but my voice inside stayed steady, assessed before acting. I took one slow step after another. The door moaned on its hinges. Shadows stretched and twisted. Nothing moved. No figure leapt from the dark. Only silence, thick, waiting. My heartbeat slowed. I swept the light across the basement. Empty shelves, old boxes, scuffed floors. Nothing out of place. Relief came, fragile but real. Marco's fear had been genuine, but misplaced. His mind had turned ordinary stillness into threat. And now, standing there, I understood. I closed the basement door quietly, sealing it, not out of fear, but finality. Control, not chaos. Outside, the night carried on indifferently. Stars faint behind thin clouds. Marco was safe. The house was locked. The silence returned, softer now. Sitting back at the kitchen table, I realized something simple yet profound. Fear loses its power when met with calm. A steady mind sees clearly. It separates danger from imagination, response from reaction. Tonight could have spiraled into disaster, but it didn't, because I didn't let it. The house was quiet again. Shadows eased back into corners, and I let out a long, measured breath, the first full one since Marco's call. Sometimes strength isn't about confrontation or force. It's the quiet discipline of staying composed while the world around you trembles.